Have you ever stopped to think about the weight of the words you use when talking about God? Do your words truly reflect what's in your heart? Or are they just empty words, spoken out of habit, routine, or appearance? In Matthew 15:8, Jesus gives us a direct and very serious warning. These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. This verse, originally quoted from Isaiah 29:13, exposes an ancient reality that remains incredibly relevant today. Christ was speaking about people who claimed to worship God, but whose actions didn't confirm their words. It was a critique of hypocrisy, behaving as though you're devoted outwardly, while internally lacking a true commitment to God. This message invites us to reflect. Are we truly living what we profess? Think about this. How many times have you found yourself singing a worship song, but your mind was elsewhere? Or saying a beautiful prayer filled with eloquent words, yet failing to truly connect with God? This is the danger of drawing near to Christ with our lips but keeping our hearts far away. Our hearts may be distracted, lost in worries, or even filled with the wrong intentions. And what does it mean to have a distant heart? A heart that does not truly seek the presence of God. A heart that lives in spiritual superficiality, lacking depth and real communion. Honoring God with our lips but not with our hearts is like offering Him an empty gift. It might look good on the outside, but it holds no real value. But why does this happen? Why do we so often fall into this behavior? Some reasons are clear. Sometimes it's the weight of routine. We go to church, follow the rituals, but we don't let them touch our lives. Other times it's the desire to impress those around us, to appear spiritual, without actually seeking God with sincerity. And in some cases, it's simply complacency. We grow used to living a shallow faith without effort or transformation. However, Christ does not call us to a life of appearances. He invites us to genuine transformation. He wants more than beautiful words. He desires a true relationship based on love, surrender, and obedience. And this starts in the heart. So how can we move away from superficiality? How can we align our lips with our hearts so that both truly honor God? There are a few steps we can take. First, we need to cultivate a life of sincere prayer. God is not interested in long prayers or fancy words. He wants to hear what's really in your heart. Be honest with Him. Talk about your doubts, your fears, your struggles. God is not impressed by the form. He cares about authenticity. Second, we must approach God's Word with seriousness. Reading the Bible should not just be a habit, but a search for transformation. When you read, allow the words to penetrate your heart. Ask yourself, how can I apply this to my life? What is God teaching me through this passage? It's not enough to know the Word. You must live it. Third, we need to practice what we preach. Many times we honor God with our lips at church, but our actions in daily life contradict this. How do you treat the people around you? How do you react in difficult situations? Does your life reflect Christ's values? Remember, the greatest testimony you can give is not in your words but in your actions. Lastly, it is essential to cultivate daily intimacy with God. This goes beyond attending church services or religious gatherings. It's about walking with Him every day, including God in every area of your life, and living with the purpose of pleasing Him in everything you do. When you put God at the center, your words are no longer just words. They become a reflection of a heart filled with Christ's presence. We cannot forget that God knows the deepest part of our being. He sees beyond our words. He knows our intentions and when we are being genuine. That's why we must always come to Him with humility, ask forgiveness for the times we've approached Him superficially, and seek a faith that is alive, real, and transformative. Today, Christ asks us an important question. Are you drawing near to me only with your lips, or is your heart with me as well? This is a question that requires reflection and, often, a change in attitude. But the good news is that Jesus is always willing to receive us, forgive us, and transform us. We just need to truly surrender to Him. May we leave here today with a renewed commitment to live an authentic faith, a faith that is not limited to words but expressed through a heart full of love for God and for others. After all, as Christ himself says in John 4:23, true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. May that be our daily pursuit.